The witch's body is a constellation of stars, eyes that pierce the darkness, lips that speak in song and silence, ears attuned to the voices of spirits, lungs that breathe the liminal, a heart of fire pulsing in ecstatic dance, hips full of serpent wisdom, fingers that weave the mysteries, and feet that kiss the earth. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Kyra and I am here today to get started on our Anatomy of a Witch by Laura Tempest Zakroff Deck and Book Club series. If you're new here on my channel, I do videos on personal and witchy development using tarot, journaling, and astrology. And if that sounds like something that is up your alley, then I invite you to please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, give this video a thumbs up. Those things not only help my channel, but they help bring my content back to you when you want to see it. So today we dive into this little package I created. I created this package in preparation for this video with my members. I have a YouTube channel membership, and my Gamer Ghosts and Up get all the extras behind the scenes stuff of my Deck and Book Club series. This is the first one launching. The second one launches the end of this month / beginning of next month. And that's the Walk in Wild Wisdom, both of which I have introduced the concept of. You can check out those videos linked up above in the cards. And when I introduced the concept of this, I also did a walkthrough of the Anatomy of a Witch Oracle, which I have part of here. And the very basic idea of it is that Laura Tempest Zakroff wrote this book and then created this Oracle deck. And since I was already going to purchase both, I have chosen to make a public Deck and Book Club series, so of exploring the two and how they work together, so that way folks who are interested in this Oracle deck but a bit unsure can get some more information, because I really think that the book will be a huge key in learning how to work with this deck. At least that's my opinion. Others might be able to work with it intuitively. Anyways, today we are here to get this started. And there will be a playlist, so don't worry. At this point where you're watching this video, I have read the introduction. That's why my bookmark is here, because I am ready to start chapter 1. So if you are watching this and you are hoping to follow along with us, then I recommend you get the book and the deck. I recommend it if it's something you've already wanted to do. Like if you already are called to get this book and this deck, then I recommend it. But all I've read so far is the foreword and the introduction. And that quote you heard at the beginning is from the introduction of this book. And then and so I've read the introduction, and now it's time to get started into chapter 1. Full disclosure, I have started to read chapter 1 previously. That was almost a year ago in March, and I never finished it. And I fell off and I don't remember, so I'm starting the book fresh from the beginning. The things I recommend that I'm going to be using as I work through this Deck and Book Club are my book, the Oracle deck, and of course, a journal. This is not as specific to this deck, to this journal. This is just my Book of Shadows, and it's where I explore things. So that is what I'm going to be using, which of course means I also will need a pen. And I do recommend highlighters because I like highlighting my books, especially like nonfiction books. The basic structure I'm planning to do these videos for now is, for the public channel, is to at the beginning of the video to wrap up the previous chapter, address if I've added any cards, what I've learned, kind of overview, wrap up of the chapter, and then to introduce the new chapter. Because this is the first chapter and the introduction pretty well speaks for itself, I thought we should just dive right in to chapter 1. And chapter 1 is called The Witch Lungs. So chapter 1 is all about exploring the witch lungs as a concept, what it means for us with our magical body. The witch lungs are, this entire book is about, this book is a guide to the most magical tool in your possession, your body. Not just your physical flesh and blood body, but also your symbolic witch body, the conduit for bringing the material and metaphysical worlds together. Within these pages, you will explore hands-on magical practices, exercises, and sigils related to your witch lungs, heart, bones, mind, and the spiraling path of your inner serpent. That's the description right there, and it makes sense. And we start with the witch lungs. The first thing I did, which I did in the behind the scenes video for my members, there's a link to check out my channel membership in the description, was I went through the Oracle deck and I picked out cards that, just off my intuition, that I felt like I could learn to understand more by working with this chapter. Obviously, I picked the Witch Lungs card because that one's pretty obvious, right? And same with the air. The Witch Lungs are all about breathing and air. I picked Bless, and I noticed as I was looking through it that these cards seem to have visual cues as to what element is involved. Because the Witch Lungs are related to the element of air, this is earth, air, fire, water. So, Bless, Commune. Communing is a very air thing. Air rules communication and thought. Memory. Again, we've got a feather and the signal of air, and we speak our memories, which involves air, lungs, you know, so memory. Death. Without air, we do the death thing. Breath is life. It's breath versus death kind of a thing. Awake. This one was largely intuitive, and then again, I saw this element of air drawn into the picture. I picked this one because, to me, awakening is a thing like when you go outside and you're hit with a big breeze and it just kind of wakes up your soul and spirit. So I picked awake. Sound. Smell. Scents travel on the air, so we smell them. Right, like smelling breath, and witch braid. So those are the cards that I have picked to explore that I think are going to be connected to things we're looking at with the witch lungs. I've made a note in my journal of what things I picked to start. And then I also, that way I can show what I started with, and at the end of reading the chapter and working and actually doing the exercises, I can talk to you about where I've come to at this point, what cards I've determined are related to the witch lungs and why, and how my knowledge of them has grown and expanded. So I am going to be reading this book. I'm going to be reading chapter 1. I'm also going to be reading this. For the purposes of this deck book club, I plan to read this entire guidebook cover to cover. I think there's a lot of richness in this deck, and I just want to unlock it and I think I'm going to unlock it by working with this book. There are some exercises. I did skim through to see what kinds of exercises we would be doing. So the headings are The Magician, What Are Witch Lungs, The Influential Invisible, Breathe Better, Interconnectivity in the Spirit of Everything. There's journal prompts, Connecting with Spirit. So I'm going to do that. There's the 3 breaths exercise, where it talks about doing 3 different types of breaths. Sovereignty of the Witch, a spell for summoning the sovereign self, breath gives rise to voice, more journal prompt, power of words. There's a wise word sigil, creating and being magical space, the circle of the body, witchual, circle of air, targeted breath. It's through Laura Tempest Zakroff that I first heard of the word witchual. Aroma and the magic of smells, journal prompt, sensing scent, considering pollution, and the witch lungs sigil. And those are the headings to give you a feel of what kinds of things we might be looking at for the witch lungs. I am so very excited. What I know now is that I'm thinking there's going to be maximum 1 video a month. I'm not 100% sure. My goal is to read the chapter and do the exercises within the month. That is the goal. And I hope to meet that goal. If you haven't yet and you want to follow along, I recommend you hit that subscribe button, because I will be posting in my community tab ahead of time to let people know that I'm preparing for the next video. So that way people have, like my subscribers who might be doing this, have a bit of advanced warning. So if you want to better be able to follow along, then you can check out that in the description box, then you can check out that by subscribing. There is one other card I wanted to revisit to see if I did want to bring it in. A line. This is a lot of air. I'm going to take out a line. Cleanse. This looks like water and fire still. And air. I feel like I should take out cleanse too, because a lot of us cleanse with like incense. Right here. Or smoke, right? And that involves air that interacts with our witch lungs. So I'm going to add those 2 cards to this. When I was watching back my members video to remind myself of the, like, how I planned to format this, I saw those cards and I thought they should be in this grouping. So those are the cards that I'm going to be exploring along with chapter 1. The witch lungs, air, bless, commune, memory, death, awake, sound, smell, witch braid, align, and cleanse. So here's my plan for myself that you can take and use if you would like. The first step of my plan is to read the chapter and do the exercises. A second, also kind of tangential step is to read this guidebook. I want to go in with the guidebook in brain. So maybe that's the first step. Read the guidebook, read the chapter, do the exercises, look at the cards, see what connections I can draw. Next month's video, or the next time there is a video on this, it will probably be slightly more entertaining because I will have had the first chapter to work with. So I could potentially have like little clips that I could have filmed and added in to show you me working on things. I don't know, but that potential is there. Whereas right now, all I've done is the introduction and picked the cards. So if this is a thing that sounds interesting to you, then I hope you will consider joining us on this journey. And that's really all that I have to kick this off and get this started. I am super excited. As I said in that introduction video, I really feel like this deck could be really deep and rich for me working with, like working on my physical self-care, working with my body. I can't remember exactly what it is I said, but I'm extremely excited. Anywho, I'm very, 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 very excited for this, and I hope you will consider joining along with us on this journey. You do not have to have the book and the deck to follow along. You can watch and learn about them. I will not be reading full sections. I will be keeping it respectfully vague about the book because this is someone's work and I'm not giving away someone else's work for free. Mostly I want to be talking about in this series what I've learned about how the book connects to the cards, because that's the whole point, is how does the book connect to the cards, and are the cards more accessible to use when you've read and worked with the book? That's really the question I want to answer through this series, and I'm extremely excited. There will be approximately 10 videos because there is about 10 chapters. If you are interested in extra videos, check out my channel membership. Every single tier that is Gamer Ghosts and up, which is all of the tiers except one, gets the Book and Deck Club behind the scenes extra videos. There's no set number of them. It's just if there's an extra video, it will go up. And y'all, the members, get it. So you can check out my channel membership there. There are other perks, including this month we're doing our first seasonal D&D game, which is I'm very excited about. I can now tell you the theme for it is going to be called Lost in the Boo Tarot. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, check out the channel membership. We do still have space for some players. I'm going to wrap this up here and I will let you go and talk to you soon. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up to let me know if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so you can come on back nice and easily. In the description box, you will find my website. I am a professional tarot reader and astrologer, and I specialize in combining the two to create an extremely unique, one-of-a-kind reading experience. You can check out my website for my services there. You can also find the link to check out the channel membership. And in the comments down below, let us know, are you planning to join along, or are you joining with the book? What about without it? I would just love to hear how that's going. And I will be storing my book and that in here, so that way I can see for myself what I am working with. So that way I have one package nice and easy for me to grab when it is time to work on this. I am extremely excited. I cannot wait to start the book, and I hope some of you are excited as well. I'm going to let you go here and clean up my mess. Lots of love, everybody. Bye.